New at 10, more than $100 million of personal income taxes could be cut in Arkansas, but not everybody is on board with this proposed plan. 5 News reporter Micah Wilson is here now with what it could mean for Arkansas and why some are against it.
Well, Darren, opponents of Senate Bill 549, which Governor Sarah Sanders announced this past week, says that this bill is just a tax cut for the rich, and they hope it does not pass. But those for the bill say it will help millions of Arkansans.
We have to continue to work until we can wipe the income tax off the books.
On Monday, Arkansas lawmakers worked towards that goal. The bill started in the Senate committee, but quickly moved into the House.
I'm concerned about it, That's how I feel. I just feel concerned.
Bruno Showers, the senior policy analyst for Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families, says his group reached out to the Institute on Taxation and Economic Policy to model what the tax cut would mean for Arkansas.
And they estimate that 80% of the dollars of this tax cut would go to the top 20% of Arkansans. That's about people making $110,000 annually or more.
It drops the top rate from 4.9% to 4.7%, and that makes that effective as the beginning of this calendar year, so 1/1/23.
The bill would also drop the top corporate income tax rate from 5.3% to 5.1%. You may remember last session that former Arkansas Governor Asa Hutchinson signed off on the state's largest income tax reduction bill. It's something Showers says only the rich benefited from, and that this new bill will be a repeat.
We have this upside down tax system that's asking for more from those who have less.
Instead of another round of tax cuts that mostly accrue to the already well-off, we just think that revenue could be used to address some of those long-standing issues in our state. And so that's why we oppose this legislation.
But the bill's lead sponsor, Senator Jonathan Dismang, says this bill will help Arkansans.
All taxpayers that make above $24,300 will benefit.
State finance officials say 1.1 million taxpayers will be a part of this tax cut.
The high rates of inflation that we're dealing with mostly hit the 400,000 Arkansans that are left out of this tax cut.
The push for further tax cuts comes after Arkansas ended last fiscal year with $1.6 billion in surplus.
We've had some issues with various industries that have either contemplated leaving or have not settled in Arkansas because of what we have for throwback.
Now, you heard Senator Dismang talk about the throwback rule. Well, it's a statute that states can adopt and use to ensure corporations pay their state taxes on 100% of their profits. Michael Wilson, 5 News.